Hello and welcome to another exciting episode on Tell It at Sidelines. My name is Kaigo, of course, the incredible Kaigo, the Glazer extraordinaire. And on today's episode, we are having a wonderful special segment, and this is dedicated to the one and only Andrés Iniesta, who only retired a couple of days ago. Of course, you know Andrés Iniesta, one of the best footballers to have ever graced this planet. Exciting player, played for, of course, the famous Barcelona side, the Tiki-Taka side, won the Euros, won the World Cup, won the Champions League, won almost everything possible. But that's not just what is attributed to Andrés Iniesta. Andrés Iniesta was just more than winning trophies. He was phenomenal. He was something else. Right here on this segment today, we have Chidi, of course, who's here to talk about Andrés Iniesta. Chidi, good to have you once again.
Yes, okay.
All right, Chidi.
My pleasure to be back here once again.
Good to have you. Really good to have you.
Yeah.
Chidi, Andrés Iniesta. I mean, different people remember him for different things, really.
Yeah.
Off top of your head, you remember him scoring the winning goal in 2010, winning the World Cup for Spain against Netherlands.
Yeah.
For Chelsea fans, they remember that late goal in the Champions League against them. You know, even though John Obrebo, the referee, had actually done his own part. But for Barcelona, for Real Madrid fans, they knew he was a thorn in their flesh.
Yeah.
In 2012 as well, in the Euros final, the Italians will not forget Andrés Iniesta in a hurry. But this is a man that embodies, beautiful football.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that you have to pay attention when it comes to Iniesta is he's a midfield maestro. That's what we call people like that in football. They are midfield maestros. He originally made popular the pattern of play called the Locrocha, or what they call it, Rocoche, or something like that, where you pass the ball from your weaker foot to your more predominant foot, and steer the ball forward with your side foot back into the left foot that is not predominant. And that was how he was able to wriggle his way out of defenses throughout his career. That's one thing he's known for. Even when 5 men are around him, Iniesta always seems to find a way to get out of that tight spot. And that was a fantastic style of play he had. His leadership ability, to mention it just but a few, and we have over the years come to enjoy the beauty that he brings to the game. So for me, it's one of the most epic careers we have ever seen. A lot of people of this generation might not have had the opportunity to know him as much as older people will. Some people see Messi in a higher field, but I can confidently tell you that you can also rate Iniesta in the level in which you rate Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi.
Oh,
yes. David Villa actually said that as far as it's concerned, back then when he was playing for Barcelona, that the best player he knows in the world is Iniesta. There were times available where he was contesting for the best player in the world.
He came second in 2010,
yes, of course,
just behind Messi, and of course ahead of his teammate Xavi.
Literally could have gotten it. Literally, I mean, yes, we always have to applaud people like Messi, because it's not every day you have a guy that can play midfield and also play attack. And that was the only disadvantage that I felt like Iniesta had. He couldn't switch from that mid-throw role to an attacker where delivering goals. Yes, when they needed important goals, there were times he came through, but based on stats, how many goals can Iniesta actually give you? Because his game is known for his ability to dazzle the midfield and find glaring passes.
Control the tempo of the game.
Yes, that's what the midfield maestro does. Controls it. He's the one that dictates how fast the game should go and how slow it should go. It's his own pace. So I mean, as far as me I'm concerned, I will agree. He's up there in the ranks with Messi and Ronaldo. Yes, the reason why the conversation is not putting him in light anymore is because since 2015, if I'm correct, he had stopped playing proper active football. So yes, but Ronaldo and Messi are younger, obviously younger. He's just turned 40 years. So you can see that, I mean, it's understandable that he's no more in the conversation. But if you want to rate him, like peak then when Ronaldo was peak, he was peak, Messi was peak, you could easily have said you were the 3 best in the world. You would have put him in that conversation.
I mean, I agree with you. 9 times FIFA 11, 9 times.
I mean,
it shows the quality of the player.
The trophy cabinet he has.
Ridiculous.
38 trophies. Imagine you getting 38 trophies, and most of them is from one team that you have played for. That means from the time he was playing, it was complete dominance. His team had all over the world. They won the Europa Super Cup, they won the Club World Cup, every competition that involved football. He had been able to put his hand on one of trophies like that. So I mean, it's something that we are in awe of. the performance was great. I mean, when I even go and watch more clips or old clips about him, I just see myself breaking down because it's something very ecstatic. Football is not. There's football, and there's footballers. People that this game is like. You know, when God sends you to earth with your own blessing and your own talent, there are people that you will know that this is what God gave them as a talent.
Special gift.
Most guys that play football have followed football as a career path. But the players you see, and they always come to you once in a lifetime. There are few. You can't begin to mention numbers of them. There are few of them. And I promise you, with all certainty, Iniesta is one of them. And so, for me, I say this on open air. Congratulations to Iniesta for a good and blistering career, and for entertaining us with good football, for teaching us, we upcoming that are still in our own field, in our own little way, trying to enjoy football.
Yeah.
Teaching us how to enjoy the game. You know, every now and then you want to practice what Iniesta has taught you. Yes, because you watch him a lot.
Of course.
That's one of the things we have enjoyed. So, I mean, it's something that we all should be happy about. Football fans all over the world.
Congratulations to Andrés Iniesta for a blistering career, exciting footballing career that cut across different, of course, decades as well. Wonderful player. And Chidi, I want to look at the career he's had, the team he's played with, compared to other dominant teams in the past and currently.
Yeah.
But most famously, the Madrid side. I mean, Andrés Iniesta, of course, he, was a part of a team that won the Euros, the World Cup, and Euros. No team has done that in history.
Yeah.
Compared to, of course, their rivals in his main city in the country, Real Madrid, who actually had the likes of Cruz, Modric, and Casemiro in their side, won 3 consecutive Champions League titles. I mean, a lot of persons think that is actually harder than winning the Euros, the World Cup, and the Euros. I'm saying this because, of course, the team and Iniesta played actually had Busquets and Xavi starting for them, regular in the Spanish side, and of course in the Barcelona side. For Real Madrid, they actually had Cruz, of course, a World Cup winner, Modric, of course, who was a Ballon d'Or winner himself as well, and Casemiro, exciting Brazilian, good player, and they complemented themselves very, very well.
Yeah.
Going head to head, which side do you think was better and why?
When you look at the Real Madrid side back then, consisting of Toni Kroos, Modric, and Casemiro, that was a fantastic side. But you see one thing that team did not have that Barcelona had. What they did not have was Messi. Remember back then, Messi was more a midfielder than an attacker back then. So it was literally Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi in the midfield. You know, if you remember, yes, exactly, and that was so. Messi now brought something dynamic to that team. If you remember him when he first started football, how fast he was, and his ball control was top notch. So that was the extra edge that you see, because Toni Kroos, Modric, and Casemiro, the same age brackets probably. Xavi and Iniesta, same age bracket. Then you had that blistering young boy that has come in and was able to blend with 2 senior men, and you see that
complemented them.
That dynamic that he brought. That was what gave Barcelona the edge throughout that period of dominance. It's not like Real Madrid could not dominate too at that point in time. But the consistency in which Barcelona was able to do that, I will say, and I always like to give credit to Messi, what he brought to the game when he came was instant. Immediately he arrived Barcelona, everybody knew somebody had come. Yes, and so in comparison, I always go for the Barcelona side that consists of Messi, Iniesta, and Xavi.
Really good one right there, because ideally, while they were in their prime playing together, the Barcelona side won more trophies, more La Liga, more Copa del Rey. Yes, this team won more Champions League, yes, but that is just one of many. And of course, even when it mattered the most, the Barcelona side actually had the edge. Champions League semi-final, more consecutive league titles, more Copa del Rey consecutively.
I feel like more of those. Right now we are walking into that era. That era is being rebirthed again. The era where the Spanish team is on top and Barcelona is on top. Because that was the era when Xavi, Iniesta was in play.
Yes.
In that time, the Spanish team was winning literally all the
competitions,
country competitions,
club competitions as well.
Club competitions, Barcelona was on top, and now we have that coming in. You have the Spanish team that just recently won
the Euros.
They won the Euros. They went to win Olympic gold medal. You know, and you see Barcelona. This is like, it's as if everybody's just like, is this Barcelona again? Well, everything has woken up. The team is sitting brightly at the top position.
Lots of goals for fun.
You know, I mean, Yamal has been likened to Messi. I mean, but he's not an Argentine. So it's just like he's bringing back that era where Spanish football is now in complete dominance of Europe. And I feel like that era is coming back. So I'm really excited for what I'm seeing right now. And all thanks to the legacy that this guy left behind. Because when you want to talk about Spanish football, when you want to talk about Barcelona, there's no way you mention Barcelona and you will not even have Xavi occupying like majority of that conversation, you know, in its totality. Because you mention Xavi, Iniesta, you mention Messi. These guys have created something incredible. So Messi is still playing right now. Xavi has retired a long time
of his career.
Yeah, but Iniesta for us, I mean, one thing we understand is that he made us understand what number 10 was. He played that 10 role properly. You know, a 10 like Zidane. That's why he has always been likened to Zidane. You can always compare. If you want to have a comparison as to proper players in proper positions, you can always easily compare Iniesta with Zidane because their pattern of play was the same. We were dazzling in the midfield. The ability to throw passes, you know, brilliant passes, and that's something fantastic. Remember that time when Zidane was on top form? You can remember the amount of trophies they won Real Madrid. So, I mean, for me, as far as I'm concerned, it still boils down to one thing. With the legacy he has been able to leave behind, has rebirthed another era of football for, you know, the Spanish team and also the Barcelona team as large. So it's something we can all look forward to having a fantastic year for Barcelona. I think it's going to be a good year for them too.
All right.